Boss lady, you're in charge. I'm just here for the fun.
And we are back with another episode. This episode for me, I'm going to do an introduction. She really doesn't need an introduction, but I have to do it so that, it's just the way this shit goes. But I'm Ebony Goddess Mystique. This is Adult Talk X podcast, and we're back for a very, very dope segment with another legendary person. So I'm over here like a Chester cat. I gotta go and take me a sip because I'm a little nervous.
She ain't nervous. She grown. She lying.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Without further ado, we don't really need to say any much more, but we will. This is legendary adult film star, producer, director.
Yeah, I've done it all too, yeah.
Urban X Hall of Famer.
ABN Hall of Fame.
ABN
Hall of Fame. Yeah, all I need is X-Biz and I got a foursome.
Okay, just everything. Phoenix Marie.
Thank you, Ebony. I appreciate you, girl.
Yo, I'm so excited. Thank you for coming. Thank you for taking out your time. I know you're busy as shit to come and chat with us.
Listen,
today.
I was like, hey, I'm going to come over here, make sure I got all done up for you so I can be cute.
Beautiful.
She's balling without makeup. I need work. So I pay people to make me look good.
You know that's not right. You know you want it without makeup on. The fans kind of love us, I feel like, just being natural.
I tell everyone, you want to know the truth? Listen, we were cut through this part with that, YouTube and anything else, but like, they like us without makeup because they like blowjobs. And at the end of the scene, most of us don't have makeup on.
If you doing it right, fella.
That's exactly right.
Please. I don't want to look like how I did when we started, right?
Oh, I tell people all the time. I was like, you can always tell whenever I didn't like my makeup. I'll literally start sucking on the dick, spit all over it, slap it on my face, and destroy it and be like, now I look pretty.
Okay.
Some of these makeup artists ain't fly, so sorry. We're just going to tell you.
We just saying.
Yep.
Oh my God. Already it's getting hot in here.
Sorry, we went straight to sex. My bad. She's in charge. I'm just here. My bad.
So, let's just start off with a bunch of your perspective. We want to know what Phoenix Marie thinks about the shit that's going on in the world. Like the gas prices.
Oh, fuck that.
The economy is totally fucking fucked up right now. How do you feel about the gas prices in California and just the economy as it is right now?
It's crazy to me because I have a place here in Cali. I have 3 places in Vegas, and I have a place in Montana.
Love her.
And the gas prices here are like $8 basically on average, right?
Oh, see, the world, I gave it $1 less, but honest to God, it is.
Yeah, it's almost $8. I have to fill up a 91, right? So I don't have a choice.
You got them cars. Yeah.
You got them cars, girl. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. But for me, I just look and go, I can go to Montana and it's $4. So why is it the places that they're trying to legalize electric vehicles only have the higher gas prices? Yeah. That's not fair.
What's going on here?
People can't feed their kids because of gas prices.
Literally.
Can't pay their rents.
$8 for a gallon, 1 gallon.
Yeah, I saw this little meme and it made me want to cry. I almost want to cry again. Like, it showed a guy filled up for like $10, got 2 gallons. Where's that taking you?
And then the over costs are, if you got to get there because you don't have a car, you got to get there to work or wherever. Is really, they kind of increased it too because of the gas prices. So it's just all kind of
It's sad. Like, I just feel so bad for people because it's like you have to make a choice. I have to go to work in order to feed my kids or myself. And like, it's just not cool. Like, I don't believe that Trump was a good person. Bottom line. Okay. We all know this.
We all know this.
Personally. But a great business person, he was.
So we're not saying like we support Trump. No. We're talking about economics.
We're business. We're talking about we make money.
That tax bracket, honey. Yeah. Because we're in that tax bracket. We don't get tax returns. We have to pay. We would love a president that understands that lifestyle. So that's all we're saying about that. I agree.
And, I don't want us to be... We're giving billions and millions to all these other countries. And, we took it on as we're big brother, right? We're going to support everyone. And that's why we made the United Nations. That's why we do. And if you're a part of the cool kids, we're going to give you money and we're going to give you support.
Yep, that's how it goes.
But why aren't we supporting those that are already here?
It's always like that. I be feeling like that, and you tell me how you feel about this. I feel like the celebrities. I know we have a little bit of fame and this and that, but we talking Oprah and them. I always feel like those type of celebrities, the billionaires who can actually come together and make a difference here in the States, they always kind of put their resources and their money other places.
You know why?
In Africa or internationally. How you feel about that?
Well, not only that, but it's not even that. So if I start an organization today, let's say we started the Phoenix Marine feeding adult performers, right? You guys all donate $20,000 a piece. We come up with like $2 million. Do you know all I have to do is give away 10% and everything else is a tax write-off?
See, so some of the celebrities, they will do things and you'd be like, wow, that's a really nice thing, but actually
they're pocketing.
It's for their finance, their economics.
Yeah. And, we look at, Elon Musk, all the bigger name people that have billions of dollars. The problem is when you have billions, it's because we've saved the money so we can have the billions, right? It's not because we gave it away. Mm-mm. And do you think a billionaire is willing to give away $1 billion?
Oh, no, they're not about to do that.
We are trillions in debt. Like, you go in New York and you're right by 7th Street. Like, you can literally see our national debt is in the trillions.
Because if you've been in New York or we talking the stock market, they will play it all over the place. You cannot miss it, especially if you're in the stock market and you're in New York, Wall Street. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anywhere. You just see
everywhere.
That debt and you're like, our national debt is trillions. Why aren't we taking care of our people? We have enough renewable resources that we have our own gas stock. You know why we're charging our own citizens? Is because we don't want to pull from our own resources. Why aren't we pulling?
Come on, America.
Yeah, like we have oil pipelines. I get it. We were trying to save and reservations and everything else. And I'm not saying that they don't have a right. Give them a percentage of the money that we're making and we're saving Americans.
Please.
And I love Europe. I love traveling.
We love international states, but we kind of from here.
Yeah,
so we talking about our own shit.
Yeah. And we never do that anymore. It's like, my mom gave me a thing, and like my mom's really into business and economy.
Shout out to Phoenix Memories,
Mamas. And she said this. She goes, Ukraine used to be a part of Russia, right?
We do know that, right?
We do know that. We know history.
Hello.
If you don't,
if you didn't, now you know.
Yeah, now you know. Now, they broke off and made their own thing. Well, guess what?
I believe Czech, too, not to cut you off. I believe they were all kind of
Czech Republic, all were in Russia. And,
I hope you get some history, too.
Yeah, see,
here we go.
We smart. But we were a part of Mexico. So let's just say Putin decides, which he is actually putting troops in Nicaragua and Costa Rica right now. So you guys should do some international things that are not always posted on the general news. But they're moving troops into Russia. So let's just say they decide to help Mexico reclaim California, Nevada, part of Arizona. If they take that back, it's the same thing as they're taking back the Ukraine.
That's a good point.
Like, we are literally telling them that they can't alter back history. Well, of course, we're not going to give back California. We're not going to give back Nevada. We're not giving back Arizona, part of Texas. Like, that was all part of the Mexican Civil War. We took land from people. The same way that they took back themselves. Well, true, Russia can reacquire. At the same time, they're going to help Mexico reacquire us. There are more Mexican people than there are Americans.
Hello.
North Americans, I should say.
Given there, because we are.
Yeah, but it's like
ecologically.
Yes, Mexico, North. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, for me, I just look and go, we are not supporting the right way. Like, yes,
our own.
Yeah, our own. We're our own people, and we've taken, we've murdered, we've killed for what we have, and now we're trying to like basically say we're sorry. Hey, listen, we'll give Mexico some relief fund. We'll send Toyota down there for building. We'll send Ford down there for building, so we can be American made. But we're really in China. We're in Mexico. You buy Steve Madden shoes. They're all in Mexico. Like, we're not just China based, and that's because we feel bad what we did for the Mexican people.
Yeah.
And we got Canada over there looking like, we ain't a part of nothing. Have a good day.
So we trying to go on and get our alliances back in some kind of ways.
Well, and it's 50 states. Like, we have a new.
51?
51. Wait, did you hear about Slow Jamistan?
It's been a while.
Wait. Did you hear about Slow Jamistan?
No, let's go.
Oh my God.
Here we go. We getting it today.
So there is a new country inside the U.S.
Just me a little sip.
And it's right in San Diego. It's called Slow Jamistan. I am not lying to you.
I think I'm gonna have to go.
Please go read this. So, one of my friends
it's slow, slow
decides to Google things randomly, and it's literally a place called Slow Jamistan. It is its own country inside the U.S. You ain't got to pay taxes. I'm going there. I love San Diego.
Yeah, we're going to have to browsers.
Can we go? And it was funny because I was wondering, like, they got rules about, like, you can only play slow jam music, all this cute stuff.
Oh, that is so cute.
It says no mumble rap is one of the things.
Where is it?
It's Slow Jamistan inside California by SD.
We're gonna have
not
to go.
playing.
So Slow Jamistan is in California. It's its own little entity and it's official.
Yeah, and I'm not even lying. I swear.
Google it.
Google it,
Came
guys.
from Phoenix Marie the legend. So
I'm gonna get in trouble.
She co-signing this.
Yes, I want to sit there and be like, hey, can I be a part of it? I don't gotta pay taxes.
Yeah, I'm in a new little town.
Oh my God, I don't know why I bring up things that are random, but I do. It's okay.
No, we doing them current events. Now we got to feel how Phoenix Marie feels about this shit that's going on in the world. So let's get into it.
Oh God.
We dun 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 dun. Yeah, baby girl, we want to know about Phoenix Marie. Okay. We know who you are as the extraordinary actress in the film world. You're amazing.
Thank you. Sorry.
But we want to know, like, who are you? So I'm thinking, like, paint this picture of Miss Phoenix Marie, and like you're from LA.
I'm from Riverside, yeah.
So she's from Los Angeles.
Yeah,
we
it's
can sing
also
Riverside.
Yeah.
So she at LA, Phoenix Marie, and you're about 21, and oh boy, what are you doing? So what is Phoenix Marie doing at 21 in LA?
Oh, I grew up very poor. I'm one of 10 children. I'm number 7 because I'm lucky. I told my mom and dad they could have stopped after me, but they kept going. My dad has 10 kids. Let's clarify. I told my dad, I was like, listen.
So it's not the mama's, the dad.
It's always the dad.
It's
right?
always the dad.
He don't know how to pull out.
I got 7.
See? There you go.
And it's my dad.
Yeah, see? Why men always be putting it in?
What y'all be doing?
Pull out, guys. Wear a condom, pull out something. But I'm really big on, like, I grew up with very little. I take care of my family. Even back then, I did my best. So I'm like the center for my family. If somebody needs something, they always come to me. They're like, Melissa, can I have, I need to pay this. I want to do this. And I'm like, oh, great. And I was working at Harley Davidson at the time. I worked for Harley Davidson for 7.5 years.
Okay.
I was a finance manager.
Look at that. She know that money.
That was my last job before I got into porn. 15 years ago, almost 16.
Shout out to Harley Davidson.
Yo.
Now, look what you did.
Your bitch can ride. I was riding back then, guys.
All right, so, like, you were Melissa at 21 working at Harley Davidson as a finance manager, but what we want to know is, like, where did Phoenix Marie come about? Like, where was this thought? Because everything comes with, I feel like, a thought, especially if you're successful. I believe there's certain people that come about, but then there are also stars and successful people in their industries, and you're one of them. So where did this thought about being in the industry come about as Phoenix Marie?
So I was working as a finance manager at Harley in Arizona. My friend was a motor clothes manager. He said his wife got pregnant and she did not want to go to AVN. It's called the AE. It's the AVN Expo.
Back then, and what year was this?
This is 2007.
2007, guys.
January 2007.
Here we go.
I said, well, I'm really intrigued. I did this stupid thing because this boy that I was dating was into porn. I never watched porn in my life. Never escorted, never stripped, never any of the usual casual ways that people usually end up in porn, which is all money.
And I've heard strip clubs is a good way.
Especially pickup bitches.
Especially back in the day. Okay, it might be now with the OnlyFans wave, I don't know, but moving right along.
Yeah, so I watched a porn. I went to Playboy and tried in 2006 for the magazine, and they were like, nope. And I was like, well, fuck you guys. Cool, I'm not hot enough for you guys, and whatever. So left it alone, right? And I've been a penthouse pet. I've done all kinds of things. So no thanks.
Just so we clear the air.
Penthouse pet.
Just so we clear the air. We're doing bigger things now, but we painting a picture for you guys from the beginning.
Yes.
07, 06.
Yeah, exactly. So I went with him and Randy Spears, who used to be a director for Wicked back in the day.
Shout out to Randy.
Yeah, Brooke Banner. All these girls are sitting there. Came on Elay. gorgeous
Shout out.
OGs, right?
You guys know, and if you don't know, you get to Google it. It's coming from Phoenix Maurice.
We good.
Let's go.
So I went up and he gave me, at the time, LA Direct's information, and he said, and that was the biggest one, right?
LA Direct, I don't know if they're still currently, just in case if you guys don't know, is an agency, an adult agency, film agency in LA, and it is I believe it
was
the
number one back in the day.
And I think they still may hold that space.
I mean,
There's Mark
Spiegler's
Spiegler.
got it. Yeah,
Shout out to Mark Spiegler. That's my boy. We love Mark.
We love Spiegs, yeah.
Everybody does. But at that time, LA Direct was the number one adult agency.
And I got introduced by Facebook, because I'm that old. Thanks, guys. We're talking 07, okay? I went on there, I added them because that's what Randy told me to do. I kept on the card and I kept going in the finance world, and they kept sending like, hey, you're really hot, blah, blah, blah. Well, I broke up with the boy. And I said, fuck this guy. Then I got tired of working at Harley Davidson, and I said, you know what? Fuck him, I'm gonna go to this agency place. I have never been naked in front of anyone that was not somebody my significant other. I'd only been with 5 guys before porn.
You were innocent.
I was hella innocent. I licked the dick
like
back
a
in the day.
virgin to me almost. We was getting dick, but only 5.
Yeah, only 5.
Look, so that's almost like a virgin.
It is a virgin, let's be honest. We both know 5 ain't
That's
enough.
a virgin.
So I went there. Derek Hay had me get naked, and I was like, okay. And he goes, well, Melissa, I can guarantee you 3 scenes a month at $1,000 a piece.
And what agency was this?
This is LA Direct.
LA Direct. We just said that was the number one agency back then. Her first time coming in there, we're not acting yet.
Yeah.
Just no clothes. Just
No
look
clothes,
at me
just look
bare
at me.
naked the way I am. And she got 3 scenes booked. From Harley Davidson, finally, and stop playing with me.
Yeah, exactly.
And what year was that?
This is 2007.
So now we're
October
2007.
13th, I did my first scene. And I was for Vivid, Brand New Faces number 2.
Ooh. Shout out to Vivid.
Shout out to Bisco, and Voodoo tore my vagina because I never had a big dick.
First scene?
First scene was with Voodoo. That man tore me to the point Bisco and Voodoo laughed at me, and they were like, we just wanted to let you know you're clearly a virgin because no one tears from a dick like that. And I was like, I don't know what to do. It's not my period. I'm bleeding. I was like, I'm very like, oh my God. We cold water douche. They introduced me to what douching is because I didn't know back then about that either. I was I was green, right? I didn't know shit. So I got a cold water douche. I had a great time on set. And Bisco looked at me and he said, Melissa, Phoenix, I want to let you know you're having fun. The minute this isn't fun, get the fuck out because too many people.
You hear that? I think everybody can take something from that. When the fun stops, the show stops.
Yeah.
So have fun with what you're doing. So now, what the hell? Did you guys just hear that? Her first scene, big major scene, baby, it was huge back in the day. First scene, big ass dick, tore, bleeding, took a cold water douche, and still slayed it. Where she here to tell us that she had an amazing time.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask, what was going through your head when you got home after that scene?
You know, it's funny because I got done and I get in my car, and you know, you're exhausted because you never fucked like a sex sleep before in your life because you're just a basic person, right? So I like sat in the car and I was like, wow, this was crazy. Like I had fun. Derek Hay calls me. He's like, Phoenix, how did the day go? I was like, I had fun. He goes, you got great reviews. And so in your head, you're like, I had great reviews. Like, Mom.
So you walked off set not sure, confident.
Yeah.
You know you had fun, but you was like, oh shit.
Do they like
I
me?
don't know.
Yeah.
You had to even think about it in your car. You didn't even pull it up. You're like, I hope I did a good job. Because it is a job on the porn set.
It is. All I knew I was having fun. And he goes, you have 5 more bookings? My second scenes was Chocolate Loving Moms number 2.
What the hell? Start from the beginning.
No, it was so funny. It was in my first box cover. So I got a box cover with Vivid. I got a box cover for Chocolate Loving Moms number 2. And then
box covers is
huge
and was a very, it still is, by the way. It's still DVDs. You still have adult stores. Period. It's a major deal. And she just started and got on the box cover. She was born a star.
I was just having fun. And then my 4th scene, Lexington still books me.
Shout out to Lexington.
Yo, that's my OG. Like, I swear on my life, if he didn't smoke as much weed as he did, I would have been dating Lex still to today.
Okay.
But
she don't like all that marijuana, Lexington.
I've never done anything. Can you believe that?
Sober. So let's get on that real quick.
Yeah.
How would you give the fans an idea about the industry in regards to that? Because you've done this, how many years now?
15.
15 years sober.
Yep.
Where the thought, especially adult industry people, that it ain't nothing but a party. That's all we do is do a bunch of coke lines and teach us on.
Drunk, high, meth, ketamine,
all kind of things they, think maybe we could wow. Well, how did you go through your career, 15 years, that way? Because I know you done been through all the parties and you've been exposed to it, but how did you keep that strength and the innocence, I would say, to never fumble that?
So my sister got addicted to speed when I was 13, and my parents caught her, and my dad took a plate and smashed it on the corner in the kitchen, and it shattered. And I never seen my father that mad. And I looked at my parents and I said, I will never do a drug. And I have seen mounds of coke be presented, and it was so cute. My first ABN, I was signing for Reality King. Shout out RK.
We talking
2000.
The era.
Yeah, that was the era.
Come on. Like, this is a legend.
Silver platters of coke.
We talking about them parties now where they stars.
UFC parties, like fucking fighters, porn stars,
celebrities. That's what we are. And that's what she was. And she's trying to tell you these parties, it's everywhere. Everything with all these major people around too.
Yeah. And
resilience.
And they did it. Yeah. I just said, I was like, I never will. And I said, if I have to do this altered, then I shouldn't be doing this.
So if any of you ever thought that she may have had anything with all the energy and that personality that Phoenix brings, honey, it's natural.
Yeah, and I just don't, I love it. Like, and when there's production mode, there's Ebony, day to day, having life, having a good time, and then there's, okay, it's set time. I need to find every ounce of energy to make this scene what I want it to be. Right? We hit a switch. And it's not that we're different people, because a lot of people think, oh, well, you just become this whole different person. No, I fuck the same at home as I do on camera. But
she taking some of my questions away.
Oh, sorry.
You just heard it. I love it. Let it flow. So yes, she is this person.
Yeah.
Period. On and off the camera.
Because
even in the bedroom.
But I think that's why people watch who they watch, is we keep it real. We're not out here putting on a show. I'm not screaming, oh my God, it's so big, I can't handle it. First of all, bitch, I can handle it. Second of all, bitch, I took Mandingo down my throat like nothing, okay?
Shout out to Mandingo.
Like, I don't have this, like, when I met Lex the first time, he directed me for the Mercenary Pictures with Mr. Marcus and with Marcos Benders, and we did this whole scene, and then he's like, I'm gonna book it. Well, Derek had canceled it, and we can go on that in a minute about, like, if you want the interracial side back then to where it is now, because that
which we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
Maybe you could get right into it.
Yeah, you want to? Okay.
Please.
So back in the day, and Tory Black being an exception, because that's my bitch. I love her, Tory Black. Not many people went in straight doing IR.
So IR is a terminology it's a genre, actually.
Yeah, it's a genre.
It's a genre.
Yeah.
We are an industry.
Yes.
So just like music, you have genres, rock, pop, whatever. In this industry, you have genres. Interracial is IR.
Yeah. So anyone that was any type of melanin in their skin other than super white, you could be like, oh, well, you're Puerto Rican. I'm sorry, you're too dark for me. Like, it wasn't just, hey, listen, you're black, you're white, you're Puerto Rican. If you had dark skin, it was like, oh, I can't have sex with you because my branding. Now, again, I didn't.
So this is back in the day?
Yeah. My second scene was with Julius Caesar, okay? Like, I've been started. Like, I didn't give a fuck. But Derek Hay said... Agent said, you need to wait. Now,
to have sex with a black man.
Yes. Now, here's my question, and I want to ask you. Do you think it's fair that people will judge you for not having sex with a black man, but if me and you have sex, they tell me I'm still not doing interracial?
I don't think it's fair.
It's not.
I don't think it actually makes any sense.
No. I did a scene with Minnie the Stallion, they're like, you haven't done interracial. And I looked and I was like, I'm sorry. Is Minnie not black? I was like, I do the same with Demi Sutra. Is Demi not black? Like, I'm very confused right now. Like,
so we clearing this up, but then this is what we do. Adult Talk X is real, raw, uncut. The shit you never gonna get, because we gonna get it together here. So now you're getting it.
Yeah.
It ain't, if y'all ever was thinking black men who love Phoenix, she ain't never fucked a black man or this or that. Go back to Lexington.
Yeah.
Go
back to I dated Prince.
Shout out to Prince.
We
can talk about.
I'm just kidding. Me and Prince got our own shit. Okay, we ain't even talking about that, but we had
a black man.
Yeah, we dated, like literally dated, like hardcore fucking every day. Like we were gonna put baby and make a super hybrid, but that's a whole other story. Like I don't like the fact that one is I feel, and maybe you can correct me. There is this. They want to take the IR and get rid of it and make it like, oh, you can't say there's a black cock in a scene. And I'm like, why? That is part of what men are looking for. White men look for a master fucking solid black man to fuck a white chick. Why are we trying to get rid of that?
Even if they don't like what they watching, they love it.
They love it.
If that can make sense to you.
I mean, look at how many white men love chocolate women.
In IR, look at black.com, why they are super successful at this point.
And people attack them.
It's a genre.
Yeah, and I don't think it's fair. Like, you know, Minnie's a tiny human. Look at Piper Perry, tiny human. You know, Minnie's a little tinier than Piper was, but like.
Shout out to Minnie this
Yeah, she's so cute.
Super cute.
I flip that bitch like nothing.
And she take all kinds. She's a size queen.
She ghetto. I love her. But that's the thing where it's like, why are we trying to uncategorize, because people use us for fantasies and categories?
Genres. It's nothing wrong with the terminology IR, but there is a question maybe that's floating around. Maybe you could clarify this. Is it true that white women's rates are higher in the industry than maybe a black woman?
There used to be, 100%. No doubt.
So it's true.
Yeah, 100%. And now.
And agents did and will tell you not, like it's to wait.
Yes.
As part of your career to not do it immediately.
Yeah.
It's a big thing.
They're like, oh, you know, and it's fucked up because they treat it like anal. Again, that genre, like, oh, well, you should do girl only, then you could do boy girl, then you can do anal, and then you can talk about IR. And you're like, I'm sorry, so I can't do interracial with a man because that's its own thing, and you want me to wait till after I've even done anal before I even think about boy-girl sex with a black man? Confused? They used to tell girls like myself that we weren't worth the rates of like a Stormy Daniels or a higher all-white performing female because...
All white meaning I am not doing a BBC.